Hey, NFA friends, it's time for Quote of the Week. I'm in the car. I'm on my way for a couple-day trip. I'm super excited about it. And I thought, I'll optimize my time by doing my Quote of the Week video in the car. So this one is going to be specific to thinking about Thanksgiving and the holidays coming up. So it's by Wayne Dyer, and he says, if you can change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I love this one because it really takes into account perspective. Everything in our lives is about our perspective and our perception of it being the way that it is. So with the holidays coming up, I hear a lot of people talking about frustration that they don't get to see their family and or frustration about their family or, just kind of not liking the way things are right now. And the only thing that we have control of is our thoughts, our decisions, and actions. So if you don't learn to change the way you look at things, you're going to be really frustrated often because you can't change circumstances all the time. You can't always change other people around you. You can't change historical events. You can't change the pandemic. You can't change the family you were born into, right? So if you don't learn how to change the way you look at things and change your perspective and your perceptions, you're going to probably feel pretty stuck in a lot of your life and your business, and that's not where we want to be. So with the holiday coming up, if you're frustrated that you don't get to hang out with your family, how can you change the way you're looking at things? How can you see this holiday differently than you have before? And if you're getting together with family that, maybe you have different political views or different views on COVID or different, things that are going on in the family, how could you change your perception and how could you change your focus? Could you focus on love and gratitude and support and care? How could you play games that are going to unite instead of divide? How can you think about yourself in a different way, showing up in your family as a different person just for that day and going, okay, if I'm typically the one that instigates conversations that lead to divide, I'm going to just control myself and not do that. You're going to change your perception of yourself and you're going to show up differently. Those are just some examples, but I think it's really, really important. This quote is life-altering if you really live by it, because I want you to always remember that everything is a perception. And when you start to change your perception about it, the things on the outside will seem to change. A good example of this is, when you look at something you thought when you were 20 years old versus when you're 30, 40, 50, 60, it's totally different, right? Because you've gained perspective, you've gained wisdom, you've gained knowledge, you've gained experience. And so the thing didn't change, you changed your perception of it. So those are my thoughts for you today from the car on the way to my hot springs trip that I'm super excited about. I hope you have an incredible, thriving day. I can't take my hands off the wheel to give you high fives, but I'm sending you NFA high fives, and I hope that you have a connected, fulfilling week where you decide how you want to see things so you can empower yourself to thrive in your life, in your business, in your relationships with your family and everything else. See you later.